to the SEC on ESPN in Atlanta, Georgia, the 2014 SEC basketball tournament, the Georgia Dome, where the Kentucky Wildcats, the number 2 seed, set to take on the 3rd-seeded Georgia Bulldogs for a chance to advance to tomorrow's title game. We started it all on Wednesday night, and the brackets are down to one last semifinal. Florida came back from 10 down to beat Tennessee. If you missed it earlier, they're in the championship game at 3:15 tomorrow on ESPN. Who will they play, Kentucky or Georgia? Games for 3. Randall, there's what he's best at.
Brett, I'm not sure there's been a tweak in the offense, but the only thing I've seen differently in talking to 2 coaches in this league, Julius Randle more face-up, more isolation, letting him attack from 15 feet and down. John Calipari last night gave him a ton of touches on the right side so he could face up and get to the front of the rim with his left paw.
Going to keep the Harrison twins apart today. Andrew's wearing blue shoes. His brother's wearing black. Young, long range. He's so good at that. His 71st three-pointer of the year.
Guard that can go get his own. And you're going to have to be able to do that against the size of Kentucky.
Bakari Johnson works inside and windows it. Johnson tried to get a piece of that shot, missed it. How about Randall's outlet pass, though, to Harrison. Lob to his brother, and he got it in, and fouled.
Should have thrown it a little earlier, but then to go up and get it through contact, this Kentucky team is shot out of the blocks quickly. Very well thrown pass through the contact, gets it up on the glass. A big basket.
He's going to take it. Thought about it too long, maybe. Came up short. Young, wide open. Got it. Timeout, Georgia.
Brett, it started with he's only taken 9 3-point shots. I say it all the time. The bad shot bone's connected to the bad transition defense bone.
Aaron Harrison on the inside and just flushes it over a couple of Bulldogs.
5 dribbles, hands off, boom. Just enough of a rear screen. Jurisic is late rotating over, and Harrison has a free alley to the rim. Very good opening offense by Kentucky. Coming off the ball screen, Brad didn't predetermine what he wanted to do. Read the defense. Willie Cauley-Stein backed off, let it fly.
Aaron Harrison feeling it, and he hits it. 2 on the inside, 1 on the outside.
Right now, you're going to see just again the dribble handoff action, punching the gap twice, and on the second punch, the reversal out, and dialed in is 2 and 1. Misses in this ball game. The problem is 0 second chance points by Kentucky.
Harrison, big advantage there in size over Frazier, and he uses it beautifully. Andrew Harrison, that is.
Man, as a sophomore and the lead guard, still learning his own position, but having to lead as an underclassman. And that's another reason why they struggled in non-conference play.
Yeah, and he's not out there right now because he's got 2 fouls as well. This kid's just feeling it right now. Aaron Harrison said, let me have the ball.
As a shooter, sometimes the rim looks good to you in a new arena, and sometimes it doesn't. Well,
I guess the one thing I really like about J.J. Frazier, he doesn't know what he doesn't know.
And that's very important.
Johnson, what a big body. And 1.
Big body with a big move and big shoulders. John Calipari is trying to play smash mouth basketball around the rim. Putting 1 big on one side of the floor, Johnson and Randall on the other in case there's a cleanup on the weak side. The catch, own your space, get it up on the rim. That's about all you can ask a big...
But they hang with you by the way they're playing right now. 8 on the shot clock. Paulson's going to take a 3. Got it.
Yeah, I said money by Paulson. Brad, money minutes. John Calipari's getting out of Paulson.
Good defense by Marcus Thornton to keep his feet planted. 8 on the shot clock. Aaron Harrison's been the hot hand all day for Kentucky, and it continues.
How tough was that?
This guy hadn't scored in the first half. Still hasn't. Rimmed out for Kenny Gaines. A 13-point-a-game score. Randall with a handle and with authority. on the throwdown.
One of the few times that Mark Fox hasn't got his half-court defense set. Who has not been too careless and soft is Julius Randle in transition, Brad. When he gets at that angle, it is over. He punishes you. He punishes you from 15 feet and in with his physical talent.
Remember, Young had a couple of fouls in the first half, too, taking away this guy and that kind of play.
I like what they do with James Young. They get him running, Brad, to his right shoulder because he's left-handed, so automatically in stride, he's a step closer to the basket. The small side of the zone, Brad, is up top where Frazier is now.
Young hesitated on taking a three and instead drives in and buries the floater for his 10th point. Aaron pass. Costly turnover. Georgia hasn't had many. Harrison, another three.
Brad, the ball's not even hitting the rim right now for Aaron Harrison. The body language, a complete reversal from the Harrison twins just over the last month. John Calipari has never given up on this team. Has he had issues? Yes, but he's never given up on them, infusing a lot of energy right now to the small side of the floor defensively. And Frazier attacks the basketball, and you cannot leave a shooter that's not hitting anything but the...
Randall, Harrison, and now Young for three. Comes right to Dakari Johnson. Didn't have to work for that rebound. He's going to try to work for that, though. And one.
I love that from Dakari Johnson. Because John Calipari's brought him over in this game a couple of times and said, I can't play you because you're not strong enough and tough enough with the basketball. He comes right back out, gets a strong rebound in traffic, jerks it away, attacks the 10, powers it up. Well done.
Points, 11 rebounds, and 3 block shots. And now they're going to get a fresh shot clock and another chance. Harrison, three, yes! Hitting that, but with nobody home on the rebound except white jerseys. He'll try another one. And it goes in on the tip, trying to get the rebound. Young knocked it in off the window. Mark Fox has got to stop it. The lead has gone to 10, the biggest of the ball game.
Off the ball reversal of the post touch of the offensive rebound, boom, splash. Nothing but the net. Now on the next play, look at James Young come in and just knocks Frazier out of the way, and the long reach around the rim as an offensive rebounder. And Kentucky right now firing on all cylinders, and Mark Fox says there's a pro slot 45-degree ball screen that's so difficult to defend, but Willie Cauley-Stein can erase mistakes at the rim, and he just did.
Backpedal and take one here. Well, he gives it up, 4 to shoot. Gonna have to hurry. Randall, and on a late clock, a foul and a basket. Is it good? It is.
Is Julius Randle in the middle part of the floor up top and letting him attack. They went to it last night on 3 or 4 occasions, and tonight, and the ability of Mark Fox to invert his guards. But you're right. Boom, Gaines got his keister into the defender and knocked him off and then went up and in. Very well done.
And Harrison on the drive this time. Andrew, only his second field goal. A lot of the Kentucky fans right now are starting to stand again and urging on their offense. They've been a very vocal group for the last 2 days. Andrew Harrison got it for, is it 2 or 3? I think they're going to look at it. Right now, they might give him 3 and then check it later. At any rate, we got a timeout to check it.
Brad, the ball has really been hot between the Harrison twins today.
Kentucky with a comfortable lead. Don't need to hurry anything here. Andrew Harrison got it to drop.
With a hesitation by Andrew Harrison as a 6'5 guard. Punched it, backed it up, and then punched it again with another gear.
Trying to eat some game clock. Julius Randle gives it up. Andrew Harrison drains the outside jumper for 3, and now he's taken over where his brother scored in the first half. He's taken over the scoring in the second half. 10 in the last 17 and a half minutes. Cauley-Stein sends one into the trombone section.
He sticks a 3. Kentucky, boy, Brett, their body language as good as I've seen all year right now.
And now with the turnover, Young with a slam. Kentucky starting to roll toward the Gators tomorrow afternoon.
Defend the rim and erase mistakes by Willie Cauley-Stein, then triggers the run game. I've said it all year long. John Calipari's teams, when they win a national championship or make deep runs, they smother you defensively, and they get out and they finish at the other end within 3 or 4 seconds of the shot clock. James Young got that one down, Brad, and there were still 32 seconds to go. So they
take a late shot clock attempt. Randall drives in for that attempt and scores.
That might be part of the tweak that John Calipari has put in getting ready for this tournament, because time and time again in late clock, he gets Julius Randle in the middle third of the floor. Could be very dangerous.
I got on the elevator with a lady today. I said they played pretty well last night. She was all decked in blue. I said, can they do it again? She said, if I had the answer to that question, I could be coaching the team or I could be running this hotel. Well, ma'am, they did it 2 nights in a row.
Take over the hotel.
That sets up our tournament championship for the SEC title here at the Georgia Dome tomorrow. The #1 seed and the #1 team in the country, Florida. The #2 seed, the Wildcats of Kentucky. 3:15. Jimmy, Shannon, and I'll be there. We'll bring it to you. Join us at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta again tomorrow. 2014 SEC basketball tournament will conclude tomorrow at 3:15. Coming up at 6, it's World News Tonight with David Muir expected on the West Coast. For Jimmy Dykes, Shannon Spake, and our entire ESPN ABC crew, Brad Nessler, goodbye from Atlanta.